Hush, hush, my little Dune. You don't need to be scared. There. That's right, shake out the sand. But remember, not all of it. And I'll tell you the story. Long ago, the lands of our colony were cursed. They were soaked in fear. The golden skymen would come and take our children away. Young and old alike cowered before them, afraid to lose their most beloved. But then he came, the Fear Eater, the Sky Killer. He was called Inaros. Inaros began not as our king, but as our enemy, a warrior of the golden skymen. But for each child the skymen took away, Inaros grew even more angry, until one fateful night. Another child had been taken, and the villagers had gathered in a mourning circle weeping, until they heard a small voice. By the dunes, it was the child returned. As he approached, the people gasped in horror, as they saw that he was drenched in blood. His father rushed to the boy and embraced him, and saw that he had no wounds. "Whose blood is this?" he asked. The boy looked to the sky and said, "This is the blood of the skymen. This is the work of Inaros." By the sand and the stars, the skymen raged. They set upon Inaros with their armies, but none could prevail. For he commanded the sand, he commanded death. Inaros ate their fear and became stronger. And so they left us and took with them our fear. On that day, Inaros became our king, and in a great whirlwind of sand, ascended to watch over us from his throne in the sky. And so, for years we lived in peace, and our little dunes were our own to keep. But the sands of peace are ever shifting. Years later, a plague came to the desert. The infested. Desperate, our people called out to the sky, "Inaros! Inaros!" But they could not wake him. And so, they were consumed by the ravenous horde. With all lost, the few remaining villagers gathered in the mourning circle to prepare for the end, when suddenly, a storm rose about them. A colossal, spiral storm of sand, piercing the sky. The villagers huddled, trapped within the storm's eye, as the beasts charged them. In moments, the beasts were torn apart, and the infested plague was swept away, never to be seen again. As the storm subsided, the people ventured out into the desert, hoping to catch a glimpse of their savior, their beloved Inaros. They found his glorious metal body, broken and still, lying in the sand. Did they mourn? No. They knew his spirit had returned to the sky to watch over them once again. They gathered his body to keep it safe from thieves and raiders. They placed the pieces within the sacred vessels and entombed them in secret, knowing that one day Inaros would reclaim his body and rise again. So now, my sweet Dune, you have no need of fear. Take these grains and keep them under your pillow. Inaros will watch over you.
Inaros, it's an honor to serve you. Tenno, you honor my people with your warframe. It brings joy to my heart to see Inaros in action.
Inaros Prime, once protector of the master artisans of Luna Placida and keeper of their secrets. A walking treasure map if there ever was one. The Orican are dead as dust, and with them, your obligation. I, however, am very much alive, and I need stock. For a modest investment, we can both do quite well, and keep my kiosk well supplied with Orican wonders. What say you? God King! Sales have been brisk, my lord, and between you and me, my stock is thinning. Might we adventure together for the usual cut? My lord, you find me, as always, in my hour of need. I, Baros Ketir, stand ready to accompany you on another adventure of mutual benefit. Great Inaros, welcome! My shelves grow bare. Might we, the usual?